Hi everyone, welcome to my floss tube. My name's Michelle and it's Friday the 20th of September. I also go as Cheesecake and Cross Stitch on Instagram, so you can find me on there. Just hit the 1,000 followers, so in sort of celebration I thought I'd try out and do a floss tube. I'm a bit nervous. It's never like easy putting yourself out there, but the main reasons I really wanted to do this was well, it's just been an amazing journey to be part of the cross stitching community. Everybody's so kind and friendly. I don't think I've even met like a bad egg at all. And it's just like another way that I can sort of be within that community. And then the other thing is I just really want to document my work because particularly over the last year I've like ramped up my different styles. It started on even weave in December of last year, and I've now basically exclusively stitch on even weave or linen. I'm stitching more difficult things than I thought I'd ever be able to do, so it's just a way of documenting it as well. So a little bit about me. Well, my name is Michelle. People call me Shell, Mitch or Shashi. You can call me whatever you like, but most people call me Shell. The reason behind Cheesecake and Cross Stitch is because my two loves in life are cheesecake and cross stitch. Give me a salted caramel cheesecake any day, and you know, put it together with cross stitch, that's my idea of a good night. So yeah, Cheesecake and Cross Stitch was born. So I'm a midwife, so basically cross stitch is my way of relaxing. I find it really like methodical and just like mindful really, so it's just a way to relax. I started cross stitching when I was 11. Well, that was the first time I cross stitched. My best friend at the time, her grandma taught her, so she was teaching me, and we designed our own little cross stitches on like graph paper, and mine was like a little ghost. I haven't got it. I really wish I had it to share with you, but yes, that was my first ever cross stitch. And then basically I would pick up like a magazine with a freebie in it, and I do them every now and again. But I, you know, and I did that like throughout my 20s. And I have some early work to show you. I had no idea at all what I was doing or what I was stitching on or anything, but I would pick up like kits that I would find like Hobbycraft or, you know, somewhere like that. And so this is like an anchor kit that I picked up, a Peter Rabbit, and you can just see I've done no back stitching because I hated back stitching then, and to be honest with you, I wasn't experienced or anything like that. Not that I'm experienced now, but yeah, this is on actually 16 count, and he's very cute, and maybe one day I'll do the back stitching on him and get him actually fully finished. But that's him. And then I also did this other kit, which is quite a big kit. I actually did the back stitching on this, but I didn't put beads on. Again, I think it was a confidence thing. And this is on 16 count, and it's that gorgeous design. And she's so cute. And so that's what I sort of worked on early. And then, yeah, I went from there. So I did have a big gap. You know, life gets in the way, and I was in my 20s, so I moved to London, and, you know, I had that kind of life as well. But I pick it up every now and again for like, you know, just me time. And it wasn't until, I think I'm getting my dates right, but December 21. So I think it was that typical like lockdown kind of deal, like wanted something because the world had shut down, and I was working on a really big, like busy maternity unit, and I just wanted something to relax and relieve the stress. So I picked it up again, and it was December. And I really wanted to stitch something that was the theme of the Nutcracker, but I had no idea how big cross stitch had like boomed on the internet. So I literally just Google searched a nutcracker design, and a caterpillar cross stitch one popped up. It was their Lucky Nutcracker, and it was the SAL, and I think it was the last part had been released. So I didn't know what a SAL was. So I downloaded it, and I didn't start working on it until the whole piece came, because I just thought it was dead strange that I was getting all these jigsaw pieces. Like I said, I didn't really understand any of the terminology or what now goes in placing the cross stitch world. So I started that, and it actually took me a whole year to complete that one thing, because, you know, like I was doing other things, and my other big love is reading, so I was doing that a lot as well. And then I joined the Facebook group from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I think my world just kind of exploded from there, because I realised that, you know, actually there were a lot of people that were cross stitching, and there was a lot more out there, like designers and things. So yeah, so my love of cross stitch basically grew in the group that was Caterpillar, and, you know, it was just a lovely welcoming group, and, you know, I felt comfortable there because I feel, or I mean I definitely felt then, but you know, feel like I'm more beginner, you know, like I'm starting to try newer things and newer techniques and stuff like that. But basically I was a beginner, so it was a nice welcoming group for that. And then, you know, I learned about stitch alongs and social events and retreats, which I have become obsessed with, but that's another story for another day. So yeah, that's how I came to love cross stitching. So I'm going to go through my WIPS. I think I've got 11 WIPS currently. Some I'm working on, and some I haven't worked on for ages, for various reasons, but I'll talk about that as I go along. Yeah, so the first one I'm going to talk about is Arctic animals. And oh, first of all, I just want to show my beautiful bag. This bag was made by Yasmin's Made with Love, and it is utterly beautiful. And she makes them, you know, like even like it's just so well made and beautiful. And I've got an oceans pouch as well, which is lovely. And it kind of, this is also by Yasmin. It kind of opens up like that. It's beautiful. So yes, Arctic Animals by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery is another favourite designer of mine. And here we go. So I'm currently working on the little hare. I did just have the sign to do, and then that will be finished. Also, like the reindeer, I had no idea that in North America you guys call that a caribou. I didn't know what a caribou was, so I actually thought it was some kind of moose creature because it has such a big exaggerated nose, but actually that's just to make it look really cute. But I had to change the wording to reindeer, which is why it's a little squished in, because I kind of felt like you don't really sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Caribou, so in my mind it had to be a reindeer, so that's what I did. But I kind of haven't like wanted to stitch on this for a little while. So the drop that came on the 9th was the little hare, but I hadn't even done the puffins, so I've literally been exclusively working on this for a week to catch up on it, and I'm really enjoying the fabric. It's a linen. I don't know who it's by. I actually bought the kit from the Homemakery, and they team up with the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery so that you can have kits in the UK. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous linen to work on. I'm sure it is 32 count. But it feels like velvet. Like I can't explain how beautiful like the threads go through it. It's gorgeous. Oh, and a little needle minder. That is the, well, let me take the needle off. The Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's own design to go with this SAL. So yeah, this is a year-long one, so it won't be finished until I think March of next year. So my next WIP It is a Caterpillar cross stitch one. It was from, I think, their January club box, or like their earliest club box. I can't really remember. It was Easter extravaganza, and I have to admit I haven't done a lot on it because I kind of put it away because it was after Easter and I just wasn't really feeling it. But the design is beautiful, so that's what I've done. And that little chickaroo is a Caterpillar cross stitch needle minder, and they are some of the best needle minders I've ever had. I actually have them all now, I think, because I'm a big collector of everything. But I think the reason why I don't want to work on this is because it's on Ada, and I don't really enjoy working on Ada anymore. I'll show you what the full design looks like. I think if I put it on even weave and stitch it again, I would really like it. But that's the design. So they're really, really cute, and then it's sort of like Scandi design. And I think that was designed in-house as well. So I think Sally designed that one. And a lady in the group showed her finishing, how she finished it, so FFO'd it, and I really loved the idea. I think a couple of us did really, so I bought the same finishing item. So I'm going to finish this on, I bought 3 of these, so it'll be finished on this. So the next time you see this, it'll be finished on this, and I'll have it in time. I'm going to get it done in time for Easter next year, so I don't think I'll work on this till next year, so like put it out in January probably. Yeah, I'll give it some love, and I think I'm going to start it again and do it on like a pinky even weave, I think. So that's that one. The next piece is also a Caterpillar cross stitch. Oh, I've done that back up. Design. It is Happiness is Homemade. And I've not done much of this either. It is on a spotty linen. I think it's 32 count. I got it from Lakeside Needlework. I think that probably is from. I started this pattern because a bunch of ladies that were going to the Caterpillar cross stitch retreat, it was in June, and I started like a little stitch along to get us like in the mood for the retreat, because a lot of the girls have never been to retreats before. It was only my second one. So we started the stitch along, and I did actually bring it with me to the retreat, but I didn't put any stitches on it. I exclusively worked on one piece the entire time, but to be honest, I didn't hardly do any stitching because I was too busy gossiping and talking with everyone, socialising and shopping. It was a really amazing experience, and I've met some of the best girls, and I actually have to give like a little shout out to them because we have our own little group that we keep in contact with. So it's Carlos's crew. We named our table Carlos's crew when we did like a quiz, a table quiz, and we won. So we've affectionately called ourselves the Carlos crew, which is the little caterpillar that is like the little emblem for Caterpillar cross stitch. So I'm trying to remember his name. If I miss some, and that they'll kill me. We've got Maxine. We've got Sarah, we've got Lorna, we've got Ruby, we have, who else? Amy, Ash, we have Teresa. If I said Sarah, we've got Sarah, lovely Sarah. And then we also had Nicole and Leanne on our table as well. So yeah, those girls have literally been a lifeline. All the stitchy chats continuously, and we're trying to arrange a few like get-togethers afterwards. I think a couple of us are going to go to the Floss Friends retreat up in February time, so that'll be nice. And Laura and I went to the Big Stitch in June, so it was nice to catch up with her as well. So yeah, those are the best girls ever. And if you ever think about going to a retreat, honestly do it. You'll meet the best people. But that's a tangent, so we'll continue with WIPS. So my next WIP is a pan that I absolutely adore. It's by the Blue Flower, and it is Summer Valentine. So I'm here with it. Oh, let me see if you can see it. So I basically have like the leaves to do, and his friend here, who's wearing a doofy, no, one piece, the bottoms. So I think he's like a little guy, but you know. And then there's writing down the bottom here. I'll get the pattern out so you can see it. This little needle minder was made by Charlie Feathers. She just does the best like doodle work. It's just beautiful. And I also have a set of floss strips that she floss drops that she exclusively designed for me. And then this is the exclusive needle minder that Laura from Cotton Clay made for the Stitch in London retreat that was in October last year. And the other two are Caterpillar cross stitch. So yeah, I love that one. It's one of my favourite, and it's got weeks dye work and yeah, like fancy floss, so I love working with that. And then this is the actual pattern. So it's only a little one. It shouldn't really take me that long to do, but I've just overdone myself with like new starts basically. So I need to put some more threads in there, and I just want to show you the incredible floss drops. Just a couple there. Charlie made these for me. They're just so beautiful. Anyway, that's that one. And then on the other side of this, oh, I'll show you this bag as well. This bag is made by Nest Crafts. I got it on Etsy on a drop that she did, but I've got a few other bags that I bought in the Stitch in London retreat from her, which is how it comes. They're really beautifully made, and this is like, it's a double one, so you fit lots in. The next WIP I'm going to show is really meagre. Like, I honestly don't really want to show it to you, but I'm going to. It is, it's just, I'll show you the pattern first. It's the Cotton and Twine July subscription box. It's the little beach hat. I'm sure you've seen other people do this one before. I think I'm going to take August off of it, honestly, because I'm not collecting them. I do have the May one, but I don't have the November one. And that's all I got done. And I did this on a holiday in Corfu. I went with my sister and her kids and my mum and dad, and it was basically never ever ever gonna happen that I was gonna get my stitching done in that whole week. So that's literally what I did for that 1 week. Yeah. And then, oh, I need to show you this case. It's called a home case, and it's made by Canny Little Fox, and it's just beautiful. So she's got an Instagram called Canny Little Fox, and basically she just drops them on there, like the fabric, and then you can say what you would like to make. I think she's like a multi-case, a home case, normal projects, and like a travel, like a smaller version. I'll show you what they look like inside. Make sure nothing's falling out. Oh, there we go. And that's what they look like. So they've got a pouch here, and a bigger pouch there, and all these little pockets. So I have got in here, it is the Octopus by Love Puppet. It was their Patreon design a couple of months ago now, and we started a little stitch along with a couple of ladies, other ladies. I think there's like 6 of us, and they're all stitching the same one. I have literally not touched this for a really long time. I need to get back to it, but it's because it's gone autumn. I just want to stitch autumn stuff, so I will get back to it because it is beautiful and I do love it. I also have Oscar here, who was made specially for this stitch along by Laura of Cotton Clay. And then this is Florence, which is from Don't Step on Your Needle, and they are very, very good friends. So this one here is the Caterpillar Stitch Retreat exclusive needle minder, which is so pretty. But yeah, I normally have about 6 or, well, no, 6 is probably the maximum of needle minders, depending on how big the project is, because I kind of use them like ties because they're so strong. And also it gives me a good excuse because I just find needle minders all the time. So yeah, if you want like a bag like this, and I do have another like version of the bags, like I have a multi-case to show you later, but I really do recommend Canny Little Fox. They're just beautiful and really well made bags. So the next one I have is a stitch along. It is by Cloud Factory, and it's their fairy tales, Hans Christian Andrews and other fairy tales. So the fabric is beautiful. It is it doesn't have a name, but it's by Megan by Hobbycraft Fabrics. I haven't actually told you for the other ones actually, but most of my fabrics you'll see are going to be from Megan, all the fancy ones anyway, because she just does amazing fabrics, and I'm so excited because she's just starting her fabric of the month, which I've joined, so that'll be grand. So there is another part that released for September. I think it's 12 men and 12 like I can't remember what it is, to be honest, but I don't know, I just haven't had the feels to stitch it. So it's a very easygoing little stitch, though I will say they don't take long to stitch up at all, and the fabric just makes it so much easier because it's really beautiful to stitch on, and obviously the colours aren't even doing justice here, but yeah, it's going to be quite big. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get my mojo back to stitch this because it's just so beautiful, but I've just got so many other things that I love stitching. So yeah, let me see. So next WIP, and actually I will show you the bag for this because it is a bag by Soie Bags. Pauline is an ex-nurse and she makes these now. They're so beautiful. I love this like lace trim. Again, she does like drops periodically on that, and then it's like lined as well. So she does like drops periodically on Instagram as well. So then it's like the first come first serve. They're really beautifully made, and I do really recommend them. So the next one is dropping things now. It is Garden Witch by the Witchy Stitcher, and it was an exclusive design for the big stitch. So I'll show you what I've done. So yeah, so you can see on this one I've got loads of like needle miners. So this little voodoo doll is cotton and clay. This little one here is cotton and clay as well, and that was this month's. Yeah, this month's Needle Minder of the Month that she does. This little ghost is a glow-in-the-dark ghost from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This kitty is also from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and this one is from Don't Step on Your Needle. And I'll show you the design, the full design. I don't think it's going to take very long. I'm sorry for the rustling. So I don't think it's going to take very long to stitch up. I just think that I've got so many on the go and lots of new starts to start as well that I just can't give it the love that it really needs. But that, you can see it, it's really cute. I mean, I posted this on my group chat with the girls, and it was very mixed reviews. Lots of people think it's very, very creepy. Other people loved it. I'm the person that loves it. I love pretty much everything that Witchy Stitcher does. She's beautiful designs. Definitely be stitching like more from her. And then, this is another bag made by Yasmin's Made with Love. This is one of her first drops actually, and I think I've got two of her bags that are made with like cross stitch pieces that she's done herself that she's put in a bag. She has an amazing idea for finishing, if anybody hadn't thought of that. Yeah, and they're like quilted and fully lined and everything. So this is a really special project. This one is an exclusive from the Big Stitch. It is Big Stitch Big Tree by Modern Folk Embroidery, and Jacob was the guest designer at the Big Stitch, and we got to meet him, and he was just such a lovely guy. And to be honest with you, like this time last year I would never have stitched anything by him. It wasn't really my style, but as I've like gone through my cross stitch journey, discovered like samplers, and been really interested in like the backstories and the history behind them, I just started to love them. And as soon as I saw this design, I was like, I have to stitch that. It's so beautiful. So this is my version. So I am stitching it with Paintbox threads in the pastel collection. I've not done all the hoods. Again, I really wish I could give this some love, or some more love. I'm hoping to get a bit more done in time for the Stitching London retreat, which is in a few weeks' time. Because Laura of Cotton Clay, she also she also has this, and she stitched it, I can't remember if she stitched it with the brights or like the fuchsia, well, I'm not sure, but they're really bright colours, so that we're completely polar opposites on how we've done it. So we want to take a photo of them sort of side by side, just to see the difference, because it is wonderful how different people have stitched this, and it's really, really beautiful to stitch as well. Like, it's not too big, but obviously it's intricate, but because they're shapes, it's just stunning to stitch. A really easy going one. This one is a needle minder by Cotton Clay, and the ballet slippers is one of the new needle minders from the Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Oh, and the fabric looks really white here. This is an even weave 32 count by Megan from Hobbycraft Fabrics, and it actually is mottled. I don't really know if you can see it, but it's mottled like really subtly with a green and pink tinge. So I think it goes really well with the pastel themed. So yeah, I really love that. So next bit is it's Ghost Rider by Love Poppet. Love Poppet is fast becoming like one of my favourite designers. Like, her stuff is so beautiful. So I joined this sale late and I'm quite a lot behind, but I'm able to catch up this week, or like this weekend I should say. It's just so beautiful. So again, this is a fabric by Megan of Hobbycraft Fabrics. It's 32 count, even weave, and the minder is by Cotton Clay. Very much a theme here going on. I buy a lot of stuff from Cotton Clay and Megan. But yeah, it's so beautiful. So I've just got the bits in her dress to fill in, which are like a greeny blue colour, and then there's like a moon. I haven't got a picture to show you, but if I can figure out how to insert one in, I will. And then at the bottom it looks like Big Ben. I'm not 100% sure, but it does look like Big Ben, and I'm excited to find out like the next drop and see what it's like. I think the drops are every 2 weeks, so there's no way I'll ever keep up with this one, but hopefully I'll get it done before Halloween. That would be nice. Can't promise a complete FFO though, but yeah, that's great. Okay, the last one is also a special one. First of all, I'll show you my bag. This is also by Canny Little Fox. I asked her for one. Oh, my stuff is stuck. Yeah, I asked her specifically for this bag. And that's the other side. So she made it especially for me. She got the fabric and everything in for me. So this design, you would have heard other floss tubers talk about it, but basically at the big stitch, I was really lucky that I was sat on a table with Miguel from Star Parade Designs, and he showed us one of his samplers finished, and we just literally went crazy with it. Some would say quackers. So this is the Quacker by Star Parade Designs, and it's just so beautiful, and we just fell in love with it, and our table, and I think the table beside us and a few other ladies have all joined us, and I think it's got bigger since because other people have like seen it, and I'm just so happy for him because he deserves his work to be out there, because he has got some stunning like design. So please check him out. It's brilliant, and he's a lovely guy as well. So I haven't actually done a lot. I really, really wish I'd done more. Again, I'm oversaturating myself with starts. I just can't help myself. This is the first time I used a Q-snap as well, but this is what I've done so far. So it's just like, I don't know if you can see, it's just that top bit there. So I'm gonna get that bit done. I'm gonna take this with me to Stitching London Retreat, which is in a few weeks' time, and hopefully get some more love into this. The needle minder also was made especially for this stitch along by Laura of Cotton Clay. So that's all my WIPS. So I will show you some things I have fully finished fairly recently. We'll just stop for a minute. I just figured out that my camera does not have the ability to pause, or at least I don't know how to, so hopefully I will edit this together, but if I don't, I'll put it up as two separate things, just because otherwise that ends really awkwardly. But yeah, I'll just show a couple of FFOs. So they're not amazing because I'm not really good at FFOs yet. I need to build up my skills, I guess. But for the Caterpillar Cross Stitch retreat in June, I made my own little badge, little identity badge there. I know this is like the wrong way around for you guys because I'm sort of filming in face through, but there we go. Oh, and I'll just show the back, so I backed it with that really nice fabric, and then I've obviously put it in one of these. So a really simple finish, but I love it because I can take it to all the retreats now, the go-to. And then at the Caterpillar Cross Stitch retreat, I did a finishing class as part of the VIP package, and I made this really cute froggy from the Cottage Core design book, and I think the designer is World on a String by Dara. Sorry if I've got that a little bit wrong, but I think that's the designer. I love the little froggy, it's really cute. So the fabric that is on is Megan's by Cottage Core Fabrics. It is a 32 count. I found it really difficult to stitch on this particular material, but it's beautiful. And this is my first little decoration that I ever made. So it's definitely not perfect, and I've made a couple since. But yeah, I wanted to, pretty cute fabric that they got for us. But yeah, first one. So I'll definitely be making more decorations for like the Christmas tree, and I'm gonna buy like one of those little trees so you can like change it year round, seasonal trees. So that'll be good. I'm just gonna turn my back because I don't want to risk doing the same thing again. So let me put down. So I have, what did I have? So a few finishes that I wanted to show. So this is another bag made by Canny Little Fox, and this is a finish that I've had. I can't remember if I finished it. I think I finished it in August. It might have been the beginning of June, I'm not sure. But it is I Froggin' Love You by the Geeky Stitching Co. I love Jess's designs. They're just so cute, really cutesy designs, and especially her little froggies. They're just so sweet. I'll definitely be stitching some more froggies, and I've got quite a few patterns actually in my stash of hers that I really, really want to stitch. They're just like really easy going, like stitching, like stitchy things you can do like when you're traveling or when you just want to have a lazy night on the sofa or something. No, you don't have to concentrate too hard, but they're like really joyful. I love her stuff so much. So yeah, that's a finish. So this finish I'm going to show you next is one of the finishes that I am most proud of, and probably seen it by a lot of Floss tubers recently as well, but I'll show you mine. So this is Deadly Aquarium by Lola Crow Cross Stitch. I don't think I've ever stitched anything as intricate as this before, but it was amazing. The drops were like every week after the frame. I think we got 6 weeks to do the frame, and then each part of the stitch along was every week. And I think it was 2 like weeks where we didn't have any, but it was intense, and I kept up with it. And I just love it so much. So this one's definitely gonna get framed and go up on the wall somewhere. But yeah, I really love it. Put that away. Oh, and Laura from Cotton Clay made these needle minders exclusively for them, so I just wanted to show that off because amazing. Laura is amazing actually. Her stuff is just so beautiful, so definitely check her Etsy store and her Instagram out, because her bits and bobs are just beautiful. So I will do a haul. Let's do haul first, I think. So I am a needle minder addict, so I'll just show you some. I have this one from Cottage Core. This one also is a mince pie. Just make sure I'm not breaking anything. There we go. Yeah, that one's from Cottage Core. This little otter that I'm going to put on my otter one. Oh, it's so cute, like little pineapple. Oh, pineapples? No, it's watermelon. Oh, don't know where my head's at today. Also Cottage Core. And then this one is a mince pie by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It's to go with their current stitch along. I think it's Happy Jolly Kitchen. So I think their first part is released. I'm not taking part in that one, but it looks like a fun stitch, and I think you get recipes with it. So if you like that kind of stitch along, then go check them out. I also wanted to show this bag. It is by Yasmin's Made with Love. And I couldn't resist this little, it's like a notions bag, but actually I've used it as a project bag for really like a small. I've made a smalls exchange and I've fully finished it for Stitch in London. I was really nervous about doing it. I think it's turned out okay, better than I thought. Still not like perfect, what is though. I'm very nervous about giving it because there is some very, very talented people that go to the Stitch in London retreat. Last year I didn't do one because I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't even know that table gifts was a thing at retreats. So this year I've tried. I won't show it now just in case, but after the retreat I will tell you all about the retreat, and I will show you what I made for my smalls exchange partner. But anyway, I actually put it in there just to stitch it. So I just wanted to show this bag by Canny Little Fox. This is like glittery, I don't know if you can see. Oh, probably shouldn't have dressed then, probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so this bag was specially made for me. I asked I think her name's Emma, I'm sorry if I get that wrong, but I asked her to try and find me some fabric for a Wizard of Oz themed pattern that I have in mind for a new start in November, and that's what she came up with, and it's really beautiful. So she definitely takes requests. She drops things, and then if she can help, she will. We have a very special request at the moment going on, which I can't tell anyone about, but hopefully I'll share that with you next time. And then also I've recently had 2 more bags from her. It's a different type of bag, so this is a Halloween themed one, and it is different type from the home case. It's a multi-pocket, so it's got like these 2 pockets here and 2 pockets back there as well. So that's that one. And I've also had, I was shopping spree with project bags recently, but this bag I adore it. I think Emma did as well, because we talked about it afterwards, but I couldn't resist. I shouldn't have been buying anything more, but I couldn't resist. So it is a Rainbow Bright multi-pocket bag. It's just so sweet. And obviously, yeah, so we got like all the pockets again. So it'd be a good little one if you've got smaller projects to take to retreats and things, because you can potentially put 4 in there. I just don't think they're quite big enough to hold like hoops and stuff, but you could carry them separately if you wanted. And then also I thought I'd show you some items I've got for finishing. I've not finished anything on them before or done anything ever like this before, but I'm trying to experiment and trying to get better at fully finishing objects. So the first thing I'll show you is quite themed. I got this from the Works. It was £4, and it's just like a little wooden pumpkin, but I was thinking you could potentially put like a round or oval, or even like a rectangular, maybe even a square. You could loads with this pattern. You can mount to this, and you've got like a little ornament for Halloween or the autumn months really. So it works, yeah, £4. I thought that was kind of a bargain really. And then I also got this from the Works for £3, and it's just like a little box. And you could paint that in whatever colour you wanted or whatever design you wanted, and then you could potentially put your cross-stitch piece there. So yeah, that up. And then I've always seen people finish things on these, and I've never seen them to do them on, or seen how people do them, but I'm gonna have a go. But I got this from B&M Bargains for £5. So there's 2, and they look really good quality, and they're not too big, and you could just mount something on them. So yeah, be nice for like a kitchen piece or something like that. Or the thing that I had in mind was Tiny Little Modernists have got these really cute little mice designs, and all like seasonal really, and you could put magnets on them to like mount a magnet on here and on the finished pieces, so that you could change it seasonally, and I think that would be quite cute in the kitchen. But yeah, I mean, I've not stitched any of them, but I would really consider to stitch them for this piece if I can't find anything to go on them when I eventually get around to it, because obviously when you FFO something, it takes time from stitching away, which I'm not very keen on because I just love stitching more than the FFOing. So, but I'm going to try and get better at it. And then this, I didn't buy it now, I bought it in January, but I wanted to show that my advent calendar arrived. So this is the Caterpillar cross stitch advent calendar. It's their 3rd year running that they've had it. I've had every single one and I've never been disappointed. You know, there's a few days where the gifts are not as good, but overall it is probably one of the best. And my cousin looks so cute. So I'm really looking forward to opening that. And I have gone a bit wild with advent calendars. I think I've got 7 coming. So yeah, watch this space. It's a bit of an overkill, a bit dramatic, I know, but I just can't help myself. So I bought them like periodically throughout the year because they've been released periodically, and it just doesn't feel like we're buying them all at once. So yeah, but it should be a good Christmas, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so I'm going to also show a couple more things. So I ordered a pattern, so it was a bit of a funny story. So I ordered a pattern to make a smalls exchange for the Caterpillar cross stitch retreat before I knew the theme, and I ordered it and it never came, and I didn't know why it didn't arrive, and I couldn't find an email either, so I thought maybe I've just imagined it and I meant to buy it but I didn't, and then I didn't need it because I stitched something else, so I just forgot all about it. But I've recently moved house, and when I was cleaning out my house, and I had like a little box on, like a post box on the side of my house, because the last owners had a dog, and I fished out there was some stuff in there because I never had a key for it. But I fished some stuff out there just in case there was anything in there for me, and I found it. So this is the pattern, which is really cute. So I might make this one day for a smalls exchange or something. I think it's a lovely pattern. I don't ever know when I'm going to stitch it up though, but yeah, token for my friend, just really sweet, and the colourway is just really beautiful as well, like those deep colours. So yeah, so that was not a haul, but like, you know, a nice like find, because obviously I'd ordered it like months ago. So I'm going to talk about plans. I have a lot of plans. So as I've alluded, I am going to the Stitch in London or retreat on the 4th of October. I got the night before, but it starts on the 4th. There's 2 weekends. I'm going to weekend 1. I went last year. It is by far my favourite retreat. It is a smaller retreat, which is why they've had to split it up because it's so popular. But I really like that about it. It's something about, it feels homey, like you get to know more people. I'm just really looking forward to it. I had a really good time last time, but I'd recently had like some personal things going on in my life and I was not in a great headspace. So I'm just really looking forward to going there feeling happy and just, yeah, really fully embracing it and enjoying it. So I've got that. This Sunday I've also got Loopy Lou's retreat. It's a day retreat based in Cardiff. I am so happy that there's finally something going on in Wales, stitchy wise, because there's not a lot, and I'd love to have like a local stitching group or something with anybody that's South Wales way. I live in a little village, but it's not a village, it's a town, but it's got the old remnants of the village, so we just refer to it as the village. Near Newport, or is in Newport now, the city, but it's like a suburb almost of it. So not far from Cardiff at all, and I'm just really looking forward to going and meeting like local stitchers. And there's a lady that is in the Love Puppet group that is from Cardiff, no, Newport, she's from Newport actually, so she's from really close to me, that I'm going to meet in person, so that will be really lovely. So yeah, and then the week after that I have the Bristol Stitchy Day, which is on the Saturday. So again, like basically Bristol's like half an hour, and Cardiff is about half an hour, well 35-40 minutes ish. So yeah, it'd be nice to meet some more local people, and yeah, just have another fun day just dedicated to stitching. So those are my like immediate plans for like retreats. I have a couple of new starts. So my last start for September is this amazing chart that I picked up at the Big Stitch. I just love it. It's Erin and Elizabeth, and it's these Halloween drinks, or potions I think they're called, or poison. Halloween, is it? Pick your poison. I'll get it right one day. But I just love it. I just think it's gorgeous and it's really unique. So I'm gonna start this. I will not get this finished by Halloween, but maybe next year. So I just want to get it started because I've got like all the floss and everything. It's a lot of floss, I will say. It took me ages to actually even order it because there's so many. Like, I can't even tell you how many there are. There's just loads. Yeah, so I'm really excited about starting that one. And I've got that kitted out. I have a few planned for next, like October. I'm just going to refer to my notes because I did write them down. Oh yeah, so I've decided that I can have a load of crew design on the go, but only one at a time, because I'll get addicted to her designs because I love them. There's so many I want to do. But I got a Cottage Core exclusive design book from the Starlight Stitchery, from one of their like Retriever boxes that they do, or Retreat in the Box type. I don't know if they call it that, but it's just like a beautiful box that comes with all these designs and all different like trinkets and tissue items. Really cute. They're based in America, so I won't be doing it very often because the postage just killed me. But well worth it for like once or twice a year, like as a special thing. So, but they had the Cottage Core box, and I love Cottage Core, so I had to get it. And Lola Crow put an exclusive pattern in there, which is now released in the August Needle Market, which is the Verdant Cottage. And a friend and me, Sarah from Stitchy Bug, are going to do like I guess not a stitch along because it's just the two of us, but we're going to stitch it together. So I'm planning to start that next month, provided her pattern comes, because obviously she's waiting on it from the States. I have my pattern, but she doesn't. So yeah, really excited to start that. And also at the Stitch in London retreat, Yasmin's Made with Love is the guest designer, and she has produced an exclusive pattern which is so beautiful. If I can, I will insert a picture when I edit. But it's beautiful. It's got like two ladies and they're stitching with their embroidery hoops. Gosh, that eluded me then. And yes, it's Stitch in London, and it's just beautiful. So I bought the Roxy Floss Co for that because that's the cord fall. And I've got fabric, I think, but if not, I can buy some there. So I've got that pattern to start, and I'm going to start that on the retreat. So very often I buy exclusive patterns. I say very often for the 3 retreats that I'm into, but I never actually start them at the retreat, and I think it's quite a nice way to remember it and sort of have that memory attached to it. So I am planning to definitely start that as a new start at the retreat, which is why I wanted to kit it all up and make sure I have everything. So yeah, and it comes with like an exclusive London box so there's like 3 designs. So one is like horizontal, one's vertical. So I think the horizontal one is like for the box, I think. So I think I'll probably start that one, and so I can finish it on top of the box. So, and I'm a patron of Yasmin, so she's got a nice little video that shows you how to do that, how to like actually mount them on the box. So I thought that, because she's really good at explaining things. Actually, I've watched the video a few times just to learn how to do it for something else I was working on, and yeah, I'm looking forward to stitching that along with other things and getting that I can get some stitches put in, give it some love, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, I think I'm also going to start again with Sarah from Stitchy Bug. We're planning to start a Christmas themed. I'm not going to talk about it because it's a bit of a like surprise. Well, not a surprise, and not a surprise for anybody else, but it's just something that we wanted to stitch together, and it's a Christmas design. So I've got that. I'll probably start as well. So yeah, quite a few starts, and I've already got November plans and December. Oh, it's a January. I know what starts I'm going to have, so the WIP pile is ever going to grow. So I think I've got 11 current WIPs, and this year I've had 31 starts and 21 finishes, in case you are stat minded. So I'm going to keep a log of that. I've ordered the BNS like, what's it called? Like, it's a journal, a planner. So I'm hoping to keep all my cross stitch related stuff in there and keep that kind of. I think I only pulled like 2 projects over into this year. Up until now is very monogamous. I'd have like, I say monogamous, I'd have like a stitch along on the go and then a smaller project which I'd work on in between drops. Now I just seem to have loads, and this is the first time. I would have been stressed out of my mind last year for this, but I'm not stressed at all. I'm really relaxed about it, and I think I'm just obsessed at the moment with new starts. I get really sad when I can't have a new start, which is really bad. So I don't know how big my WIP pile is going to get for next year. I do have some good plans for next year. I definitely want to have 25 starts for 25. I think Laura was talking about that as well. Yeah, so I think I've gone through everything. I was hoping to be able to show you the booty box, Halloween box by Kate Blanford, but it hasn't come. It is on its way, so hopefully. I went for the pastel one. I think there's like a swamp witch as well, which is like a green colour, which was really nice as well, but I'm more a pastel kind of girl, so I thought that would be better for me. So I've ordered that, so I will show you everything that comes when I've received it. And I'm also waiting on 2 now Black Needle Society boxes. So I'm not a current subscriber, but I really want to be. I'm on the list, but I think I'm quite far down the list because I think I signed up in February of this year, so I don't think they're anywhere near that. I think it's like June of last year. I'm not really 100% sure. But every time they have like a few extra, I get the box. So well, I say every time. It's been 3 times now, but I've only received 1 box, and it was brilliant. It was the band box themed, and it was gorgeous. They have like a Under the Stars themed one, which it has been on its way for ages, but it's been lost in space somewhere. So I'm hoping that gets to me somehow. And then I've just ordered a Gothic box. I'm not sure if there's any of them left, but they were on the website in case anybody is interested. I don't know what's in that one, because it's just like spare ones and nobody's received their boxes yet, so I'll be receiving mine at the same time as everybody else. But yeah, sounds great. I also have a Halloween box of theirs, which should arrive in October, so hopefully I have a lot of haul to show you. I didn't buy loads this month because I did a big pre-order for Stitch in London, so I'll have all of that to show you as well. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to stitch the 2 parts of these videos together when I learn how to edit. And I hope you've enjoyed this. I can't wait to talk to some of you guys, make new friends and just learn about everyone in the floss tubing community. So before I go, I will do some shout outs for some floss tubers I have watched and really enjoyed. So first of all, my friend Laura. Laura actually is one of the first floss tubes I watched, and I just love her floss tube. She's a lovely person. Met her a few times, and obviously we talk a lot now, so I would call her a friend. And she just has a very easygoing presence about her, and her style, what she likes is very similar to mine as well. So it's just really pleasurable to like listen to her and stitch along with her. You feel like you're kind of in the room with her, stitching with a friend kind of thing. So brilliant floss tuber. Charlie Thevers, just a lovely lady, very whimsical. Again, she has a very eclectic taste, and a lot of her stuff I love as well, so check her out. A relatively new floss tuber, Stuart in Stitches, I think that's his handle. So I think he's got 3 out. I've watched all 3. He does a range of again, very eclectic taste, like Fancy Ladies, Satsuma Street, Halloween feel. He's doing like a smog stitch along, which I love, because I love The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and everything, so, or anything fantasy really. So I really wish that I could have started that stitch along, but it's too into it now for me to do it, so I might get it as a standalone pattern at some point. But his floss tube is really fun. He's got a lovely Scottish accent, which is lovely to listen to, and his cupboard of dreams, where we never know what's going to come out of it, so really excited to see another episode from him. And yeah, it's just a lovely watch. Who else? Leah's Stitching Corner. She's a lovely girl from up north, really easygoing to listen to, really lovely stitches that she produces, and it's just fun. She's actually hilarious. She's an hilarious person, and she just makes me laugh every time I watch hers. Yeah, there's probably loads more. I will continue to do shout outs to YouTubers, because these are the people that inspired me to be here and to try it out myself. So yeah, go give them a little watch if you haven't, and thank you so much for watching, coping with me while I try and like sort out all the quirks and the tinks and everything. Yeah, so if you liked it, please subscribe, do all the YouTubey things, like ring the bell so you can notified when I've done another episode. You can follow me on Cheesecake and Cross Stitch over on Instagram. Like I said, I'm doing this as like a kind of because I've hit the 1,000, or just over now, 1,000 followers on Instagram, so it's kind of a present, mostly to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and if you comment or like, it's appreciated, and I will reply to every single one. So thank you, bye.